You want someone who loves Jesus and is passionate about Jesus more than they are about you. Because they cannot love you effectively unless they love the Lord. They cannot love you effectively if they love themselves. And a lot of times our narcissistic approach to relationships is what she said. It's nothing more than a trophy, which at the end of the day is narcissistic in its behavior. When I was asking God for a wife, I was asking God, we'll pretend no one knows who gave these questions. We're just going to shuffle that in there. When I was looking for a wife, I was looking for someone that would, I knew that loved Jesus more than me, that was passionate, that was serious about the kingdom. That's the one thing that I wanted. And I was looking for someone that I could love. I wasn't looking for someone to love me. I felt like my heart was full of love, and I was looking for someone to give that to. And that's really the essence of God. What we typically do as singles is we approach it needy. I need. That's the wrong approach. You have to ask yourself who and what. I'm going to do this really brief because I'm going to try to keep going with this. It's like you need to figure out what you want. What does she look like? Like I was always attracted to dark-haired girls. It was my thing, right? She was like, it was my thing. So
I wasn't his first choice, though.
That's not true. Well,
I wasn't.
We were all.
Tell the truth.
Don't make me go into your vanity because that's
he wasn't
not
my
a good
first
place.
choice either. He wasn't. I was looking elsewhere. He was just my best friend.
When it comes to the dating world, her vanity was
He was
worse
my
than
best
mine,
friend, and then I was looking.
Yeah. So anyway, but
I'll get to that.
But yeah. So anyway, we all go down vanity. We're all looking. We're all longing. Right. Humans are longing. We need that. But you need a life partner. If you're single, one of the things you got to do is, who do you want? What season of life are you in? You understand? If you're young, you're in a different season of life. If you're at this stage of life, you're in a different season of life. If you're single and you're older, there's nothing wrong with that. You're just in a different season of life. And I just talked to a guy, he's 61 years old. He's like, oh, God, I'm never going to find a woman, never going to find a woman. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to get a 30-year-old. You're 61 years old. And I said, but God will bring you a life partner. What you need at that season of life is not what you need at 25. You're in a different season of life. You need a life partner, someone that you can enjoy life with, serve the Lord with, whatever. And there's a lot of advantages to that. So it's having that perspective. What are you looking for? Look, man, if you're 60, you're not getting a 30-year-old. Clue phone's ringing. You got me? It's just the way it is. It's like I know inside you feel like you're 30, but on the outside it isn't there. You have to understand the time and the season that you're in. Who and what do you want? Say with me. I have to determine who and what I want. Secondly, and here's the most important one, and this is always the one that's neglected. What type of person do I need to become in order to attract that? I use the John Gotti story a lot. Sherry and I would, she's the model, so whatever. We were serving in this church for a long time. We were leaders in this church. And Sherry had a lot of beautiful people around her a lot of the time, right? It's just the way it was. And I never even I want to get into that. It'll take too much time. But she would have some friends that would come around, and there would be guys that would be like, hey, can you get Sherry to, hook me up with this girl or whatever? And I would tell Sherry, and Sherry'd look at me and go, no, that's not going to happen. And I kept telling this guy and telling this guy and telling this guy, and he finally one day comes up to Sherry. I'm a lot more direct than I used to be because I'm married to someone who's a lot more direct than me, and she's way more tempered than she used to be because I'm less direct. So Sherry's to the point. She looks at him and she says, listen, if you want her, she's not going to go for this. The guy would wear tracksuits. I said he looked like the fourth member of the Beastie Boys, He was like, yo, set me up with her. And this is a girl that didn't look like that at all. I mean, she looked Banana Republic. She was not looking for somebody like in a different atmosphere. And so this is the person that he wants, but he is not the person that can attract that. And so a lot of times, well, they just need to love me the way that I am. Well, I got news for you. That's not the way it is. So who and what is the vision of the purpose of the person that you want? And then who do you need to become to be that person? If you should all want spirituality, because again, I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, the gospel, the kingdom, the Holy Spirit doesn't guarantee success, but he amplifies your opportunities and your ability to succeed. You can do relationships without him, and you're going to be in frappe. You're going to be shattered, cut to pieces the whole way. Or you can do it with him. And with him, it doesn't mean that there's not difficulties. There will be difficulties, but the Holy Spirit will help you pull it together. You have to adjust your paradigms. You have to look for heart and look for heart. And you'll find someone that's attractive to you, right?